Welcome to World Order Watch, where global politics, well, it often unfurls like a season finale, doesn't it?
Oh,
Delivering more twists and turns than expected.
it really does. The pace of change right now is quite something.
Exactly. And today's deep dive, we're unpacking the really dramatic shifts happening between the US, India, China, and Russia.
Key players on a rapidly changing board.
Our mission, as always, is to distill the surprising facts, the crucial insights, and figure out what it all means for you.
And a truly compelling aspect, I think, is how quickly these traditional alliances and rivalries are being reevaluated. Really fundamental shifts.
Nations are recalibrating, absolutely, driven by internal stuff and, well, a significant external pressures, too.
For sure.
And, the most compelling evidence seems to be this emerging informal bloc people are calling RIC, Russia, India, China. Those images from the SEO summit, you saw them, right? Modi, Putin, Xi Jinping together.
Yeah, they were quite striking. Hard to miss.
Felt like more than just a photo op, more like a deliberate signal, India showing its independent foreign policy.
And hinting at this potential new alignment, something few really predicted, at least not this openly.
It's not just convenience, it seems like a strategic diversification.
Yeah.
Spreading the bets, maybe?
Precisely. And what's really insightful, I think, is Beijing openly saying that strained ties with India were a, quote, blunder.
That's a strong word from Beijing.
It is. And they're actively trying to improve things. We're seeing announced direct flights, a new border stability mechanism with special reps.
And didn't the SCO condemn that Pahalgam attack? That felt new.
Very significant. Usually sensitive bilateral issues, especially with Pakistan's historical objections, they don't get that kind of consensus in the SCO.
So a real shift. Xi talking about the dragon and elephant unity for 2.8 billion people.
It signals a profound strategic rethinking from Beijing's perspective. Mending fences actively.
Okay, so China's working on it, but India's relationship with Russia, that continues too, right? That hasn't changed.
No, that continuity seems strong. Plans for increased Russian oil purchases are still on the table.
And Putin confirmed a December visit to India, didn't he?
He did. And interestingly, Putin's also claiming mutual understanding with Trump's team on Ukraine.
Oh, how so?
Well, he's saying he's open to Ukraine joining the EU, but not NATO. Seems like a way to maybe divide Western unity.
Appealing to economic integration over security alliances for some European nations?
Potentially. It's a subtle distinction, but strategically quite clever, perhaps. It highlights how these emerging alignments are playing out against the backdrop of U.S. actions.
Which brings us to the Trump effect, the U.S. pressure and the backlash.
Right.
This next part is critical. The Trump administration's approach. Those 50% tariffs on Indian copper.
Citing national security.
Yeah, and another 25% over India buying Russian oil, which India is now challenging at the WTO.
Formally challenged, yes.
So the question is, are these policies actually doing the opposite of what was intended? Are they, inadvertently pushing India away?
Well, that's certainly the concern you hear from many analysts. It's a kind of paradox. Policies meant to assert U.S. leverage might be speeding up a global pushback.
It feels like more than just trade. Like a symbolic thing.
Exactly. A test of whether, one power can dictate terms or if this multipolar order will assert itself.
And the rhetoric certainly didn't help. Peter Navarro's comments.
Ah, yes, the classless comments, as many called them. Targeting Brahmins profiting from Russian oil, questioning Modi's alliances.
Seems like a clear attempt to sow division inside India.
Widely seen that way, yes.
And then you have Trump's public claims saying there's very little business and it's a one-sided relationship with India. But U.S. government data, like from the Census Bureau, totally contradicts that. India is a top 10 trading partner, buys a lot of U.S. defense equipment.
There's definitely a gap between the rhetoric and the documented reality of that partnership. It is quite robust.
So what are U.S. analysts saying? Are they worried this pushes India towards China and Russia?
That's a major concern expressed in U.S. media, yes. That decades of U.S. diplomatic effort could be sort of undone inadvertently.
And it's not just India, right? Malaysia pushing for full BRICS membership with China's backing.
Exactly. It suggests a broader realignment, a challenge to U.S. influence in different parts of the world.
It's all such a mixed bag of signals from Trump, though, accusing Xi, Putin, Kim Jong-un of conspiring at a parade.
But then saying he's not concerned at all.
Right. It makes you wonder what the actual strategy is. Is there one?
It feels like the geopolitical chess moves are just getting bolder. Traditional norms are being challenged left and right.
The old rule book seems optional now.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost tossed out.
Wow. Okay, so we've navigated a really complex web here. Economic pressures, diplomatic maneuvers, these shifting allegiances.
Definitely a world in flux.
This deep dive really reveals how those traditional lines are blurring and new power dynamics are, well, they're decisively emerging.
The global order isn't just evolving, it's being actively reshaped.
Exactly, challenging fundamental assumptions. So, the final thought for you listening. As these bold geopolitical chess moves keep happening, as norms get challenged, how might you start to rethink the very nature of alliances, of sovereignty in this new multipolar landscape we're entering?
Hello, everyone. Subscribe World Order Watch to stay informed about the world's most pressing issues. Hello, everyone.